There we go. Welcome to the show. Going to give a few minutes here for people to join in. Uh, and I'm looking for my chat. There it is. Here we go. All right. Hey, what are we doing here? What am I doing jumping in your feed at 1:15 in the afternoon on a Saturday? Well, I run an HQ, got a full-time job, got an awesome family. We're having a good time. So this is the time that I carved out to put this episode out. If you're listening to this at a later date, we are live on Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, and X. Would love for you to join me on that platform, those platforms. What is this? This is Dome Dump. This is me, this microphone, you all listening, whatever's rattling around in my brain. No notes, no mercy. We're going to jump right into it. All right? Well, what's on the schedule today? Today, I'm going to call some of you out for being slobs. Yep, we're going to get into that. But also get into fall, what I think of the season of fall, and of course, Halloween. It's going to be the cornerstone of this conversation, my thoughts on Halloween. And I'm not sorry, but I'm saying I'm sorry to disappoint. Has nothing to do with pumpkin spice. All right, so we're just going to leave that shit right out of the episode. All right. Before we get into all that, I got a couple things, obviously, I got to throw your way. And first up, Live Rishi. We are all just a bunch of piles of meat walking around. And the reason we're not sore is because we drink a lot of caffeine and use ibuprofen. Want to realize how sore you are and what your muscles feel like? Stop using those two products. But I got an alternative here for you, Charmaine and the crew down in Arizona. This has been a staple at the HQ for over a decade. If you're listening to this on audio, I got a picture of the Rishi rub up. All natural. If you're using CBD product from, Walgreens or a drugstore, if you get it from the corner, from the guy on the corner, throw that shit right in the trash. Get a hold of Charmaine down there. Link is in the show notes. Got some sore muscles and joints. Rub this on there. A little hack. I put it on like my elbow. My right elbow always gives me trouble. I rub that on there. Put a brace on there. Heats it up. Oh, good business. Charmaine and the crew. Link show notes. Use the code TABLE50. Going to get 50% off of your entire order. All right. Next up, Craig over at High Speed Daddy. This dude makes tactical gear for the dads and the grinders on the go like myself and y'all listening. Ladies, we didn't forget you. Moms are amazing. Couldn't do anything without them. Love you all moms out there. Plenty of stuff. Link is in the show notes. Check that out. Now, this bag has been an anchor for us. The other morning, I threw 40 pounds of sandbags in it, did my ruck around the lake, came back, emptied that out, threw in some water bottles, some bathing suits, some flotation devices, whatever needs, snacks, of course. Got to have snacks. Plenty of pockets for snacks. Whatever that day's adventure, it handles it. Love it. Craig, take good care of you. His customer service is fucking, I've been in customer service my whole life. This dude will school you in that. But his product, top notch. Check that out. All right. Let's get on to this show. Before we get into fall and Halloween and all that good stuff, first thing I'm going to do for you is y'all a bunch of slobs. All right. It's incredible. When I look around, I see grocery carts not put away. I see garbage fucking, like you can tell that whoever did it opened up their door in their car in the parking lot and just put a bunch of their garbage in the parking lot. What the fuck is wrong with you people? Right? And would your mom raise a bunch of animals? Pick up after yourself. All right. So I go to the gym, do my thing, get cleaned up. Got to use the restroom, right? Of course. Go into the stall and see this. Right? You're listening to this on audio. When I walked into the stall, a bunch of wads of toilet paper laying around, piss all over the seat, piss on the floor. What is wrong with you guys? Seriously? You left the bathroom like this. Did I leave it like that? No. I was taught to leave a space better condition than when you got it. So I cleaned it up, wiped your fucking piss off the seat, animals. All right? Now, ladies, get off your high horse. before you jump on your soapbox, do all that. I bet you're worse. You're 10 times worse, and I will die on this hill. You know why? Because I spent 10 years, longer than that, in the bar business. You want to see a space that is completely fucked up? Yeah. Go to a woman's restroom at 1 o'clock in the morning in the bar. Going to leave that at that, because that leads us into fall segment. I'm going to jump ahead a little bit. Booze is a truth serum. Just hang on to that thought, all right? Because my anchor conversation about Halloween is the truth serum. So clean up after yourself. Just stop being a fucking slob. Put your cart, grocery cart back. If you see some trash, my 4-year-old son goes out of his way to pick up trash and throw it away. All right? So just pick up trash. When you're done, throw it away. Clean up after yourself. Wipe the sink down. Don't be a fucking slob. All right, moving on. Fall. I love the season of fall. Love it. It's my second favorite F word. And the crisp air, breathing that in, seeing the sunset and seeing the sunrise, because it just looks different in the fall with the colors. I am in New Jersey, so we get all these different colors. And there's some places in the world that, you know, you don't get the true 4 seasons, which I do love about Jersey. We get the 4 seasons. Sometimes all in one day, but we do get them. I love fall. That leads me to Halloween. Halloween is an amazing holiday. Fall, Halloween, is chili season, not pumpkin spice. Take your pumpkin spice bullshit, throw that right in the trash. Fall is chili season. Now, chili with beans. Yes, of course, beans, because if you don't have beans in your chili, you basically have meat water. And who wants to drink meat water? Well, I would drink meat water, but that's besides the point. Chili has to have beans in it. Big chunks of meat. Oh, love chili. Fall weather, chili, it's a great time of year. That brings us back to Halloween. I have my thoughts about Halloween. Halloween has something in common with booze and money. Let me explain. One, with money, it's a crazy, I mean, was it like $15 billion is going to be spent this year in Halloween? How crazy is that, right? And that's going to drive to my point later on. That averages out, if I remember, I read some notes. I don't have notes in front of me because I read some notes. Like $120 or something per household is going to be, they're going to spend on Halloween. Now, I didn't break that down if that was like candy and costumes and that kind of thing. But with averages, we all know you have to have more and you have to have less. We're about average in this household. Now, we don't sit and give out candy because we take our son to this neighborhood that has this crazy Halloween thing going on. And he starts decorating it like in June. Like you could drive by in August and he's working on his Halloween thing. It's awesome. So we have a good time with that. We take our son there. But about $15 billion. And then the other thing I noticed working the bar business is how much people drink during Halloween. Crazy. I guess it's one of the top binge drinking holidays there is. You know, of course, I mean, you're not going to surpass New Year's Eve and all that good stuff. But nonetheless, Halloween, a lot of money spent, a lot of beer being drunk. And this is where money, Halloween, and booze all have in common. And what I call all three of them is truth serum. I hope you understand here what I'm going to say. I'm going to explain this even deeper. Money. If you're a good dude, you're all around good-hearted guy. You're the type of guy that walks up to somebody's dog and their dog starts loving on you. If you got $100 in your pocket, or you've got $10 million in your pocket, you're probably going to be a good dude, right? Because it exposes you. Money exposes you. If you're an asshole, it makes you a bigger asshole. If you're a nice guy, it makes you a bigger nice guy. Like me, I always thought that would be really cool if money wasn't an object. Even if it was, just if I had a lot of money, I'd be the type of guy that would purposely walk around in a grocery store or any kind of store and buy a candy bar and a drink and get behind some lady or man or big family. It's got 4 grocery carts full of shit. And as they went to pay, I'd walk up and just slyly scan my card and pay for it. That kind of thing. That's the kind of thing that I would do. And that would be a lot of fun for me. I would enjoy that. And then walk away. Don't even acknowledge it. Just walk away. And then I always thought I would start a charity called Day in the Life of. And that I'll get into another thing. But money exposes you. 100% money exposes you. Same with booze. Now, I've done business with people from China and Japan, and years ago, and I've asked them straight up, all right, is it true that in your culture, you go and get people drunk because you feel that a drunk person is like their real personality? Every time, hands down, yes. And one guy told me, and it really stuck with me, he said, if you came over and did business with me, we have a business meeting on Friday morning at 10 o'clock. Wednesday or Thursday night, we're going to go out to dinner. And we're going to get you completely fucking barbecued. Get you drunk off your ass. And how you act, it's how you act. You're going to get, with sake and all the booze that they got, he says, you're going to get drunk, so drunk that you not even know what's going to happen. And we do this on purpose. Then Friday morning comes around. If you don't get a notification that our meeting's been canceled, you're doing all right. We're going to come do business with you. And I've heard, over my years of business, I've heard that multiple times. I'd love some feedback. If you've heard that different, that's great. Any experience you've had with that, that's cool to hear. I enjoy it. So now, booze exposes you. And of course, being in the bar business, I've seen that countless times. But just in general, you're out networking, you're out with some friends, you think you know a guy or a lady, and they get a couple glasses of wine in them, they get a couple shots in them, and all of a sudden you're like, what the fuck? Who are you, and what'd you do with George? Right? So there's all that. Now we've established that money, we agree that money and booze expose you. Well, so does Halloween. I've come to learn this over the years, that person, whoever they may be, dressed up as whatever they may be, decide to do, is really who they really want to be that other 364 days of the year. Think about in your 20s, in your 30s, maybe even in your teens, right? Because our son, I see these people, the kids nowadays, his age, dressing up, he's going to be a spooky French fry. Right, so we're doing that. Yeah, his little friend wants to be a cat, black cat. His other buddy wants to be Iron Man. His other buddy wants to be something like a race car driver or something. Right? This is all good and fine, right? This is amazing. Because in their mind, they think that's cool. And I would love, in a 4-year-old mind, I can't. I know, I'm cursed with my lack of ability to get past into a mature age of humor, but I can kind of see where a 4-year-old would be like, oh man, Superman's cool. I want to be Superman. Oh, a spider's cool. Oh, the kitty. I want to be a kitty. I want to be Barbie. Whatever it may be. Because they have not been through life yet and seen what the world is like. Life is amazing. We all know that. But people are people. So now you got these young kids being Superman and a Kit Kat and a French fry and a hot dog and these kind of things, right? As we get older, I believe, now these are all my thoughts, I believe that you still want to be what you want to be. So when you see a woman dressed as a slutty nurse, a man dressed as a cop, a woman dressed as a race car driver, a man dressed in a sock, maybe tight leather pants with a bow tie like a Chippendales dancer, whatever it may be. I don't care what it is. That is a truth serum in my point. So this Halloween, as you're walking through wherever parties you go to, the majority of people that you see dressed the way they're dressed, that's like their personality. That's what they really want to be. And I hope this brings out some people that, yeah, you want to see what I want to be? Here we go. Send me a picture. I would love to see it. So if you could be, and you're an adult, so you could be anything you want for Halloween, I want to know what you're going to be. Me, I'm going to be a jar of mustard because our son asked for my wife to be ketchup and me mustard because he's got a funny shirt that has a cartoon of a ketchup bottle and a mustard bottle on it, and he thought it'd be cute if we went with him as ketchup and mustard for his cookie french fries. Right? So that's what we're going to be. For those of you wondering what I'm going to be. In the past, what have I been? I've been a guy carrying a big sword. I've been a Viking, cop, a sexy construction worker. I usually work. Majority of the time growing up, through my 20s and my 30s, I was working a bar business, so I was dressed up in the uniform for the bar. So not really much went on with me, but I'm just observing what I've seen over the years as people coming through the front door. Far majority of you ladies are dressed sexy as hell, and some of you should be dressed that way and you look amazing, and some of you should not go out in public dressed that way. Just my observation. Men, not going to discriminate. Some of you all walk up and you thought you looked in the mirror and thought you would look cool, but you shouldn't have went out that way. But as long as you're comfortable with it and you walk around like that and you feel good, oh my God, that's what's amazing about this country. That you can do that. On Halloween, you can dress up anything you want. You can walk down the street and go to these parties and go into public spaces. Sure, you might get some looks, but if you're comfortable with it, doesn't matter. So that's my theory on Halloween, that it's a truth serum that when you see somebody dressed up the way they are, especially in the bar business, out in these parties, stuff like that. Now, if you see parents like myself as ketchup and mustard, because our son is dressed up as french fries, you kind of got to take that just like the average of how much money is spent during Halloween per family or per household. There's an average there. And the high average is that's who you want to be. Now, what would I be? Okay, so it's some of you are all asking, what would I be if I could be anything I wanted? That's a good question. What comes to mind is what I would probably do is throw on a pair of overalls, some work boots, and a hat with no shirt on underneath. Yep, that's what first comes to my mind. Yeah, that would work. And you know who would love that? My old lady. She would be all over that. Those coveralls wouldn't be on for long, which is the point. All right, I'm going to get you out of here because I know you got shit to do. Oh, I almost forgot. I told you this is one of two. We talk about it. This is one of two different types of episodes I have in the show. Long version, other weeks. You got, the latest one, Jeff. Awesome musician. I always have a hard time with that word. His way he lives his life, you can learn a lot from. So go check Jeff out. Give him shit. But the thing is with Jeff, when you give him shit, he's going to give it right back to you. It's a lot of fun to talk to. Reach out to him, give him some shit. And then the other one, the other long version I have, what I think you'll get a lot of value out of. I had such a good time with Dan. The reason it brings it up, he did a Meet the author last night. Unfortunately, I could not attend, but I did get his book in the mail. He's got a book out. He tells some stories in our episode about the book. I'm going to read through his book first. But he tells some stories about how he climbed and had to stay overnight in the scaffolding of a casino, how he parked his car on a road trip and woke up outside a bombing facility with his car shaking. These are just a few of the things, right? He sends me a book, signed copy. This is Dan to a T. This dude, we had so much fun. And I put this on the screen. Inside, he says, "Whoa, great chatting with you. Enjoy the ride." Dan, of course, I'm going to enjoy the ride. I hope you do as well. Wish you all the best with your luck, with your book. You are a true inspiration. So everybody, check Dan out, check Jeff out. Would love, all that good stuff. Again, all right, I'm going to get you out of it because I know you got shit to do. But remember, kindness is a superpower. Keep that in mind. But every once in a while, you got to let a motherfucker know. Okay? Keep kicking ass. Till next time, Be Raw Nation.